I grew up in Kabul. From my perspective, it was like a really nice city. It was friendly. Everybody knew each other. Everybody was a family. Like we treated each other like family. In Afghanistan, it was really peaceful. I never really saw war or anything or the stuff that you see in the media. I remember my mom, she was a teacher in a girls' school. I went to school, so did my sister and brother. My dad, he used to work at like a post office. I don't really remember my dad too much, but I do remember that he used to work. Back like 40 years, I believe, when the Russians invaded Afghanistan, that's when my grandma came here. They did the exact same thing where the planes would come in, take the Afghans and bring them here. That's how she came here and, she became a citizen, and then my mom had to come to America. She just wanted a better life for us. She knew that there was no war, but, family issues. We lived in like a very big family. Like it was like a apartment, 5 brothers, 5 sisters, and their kids. So it was like really big, and it just got really violent. So, she just wanted us to get out of there. My grandma got sick, so they put like a little visa. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, my mom there, and she just decided to stay, and then she put a case for us. And it took like 3 years. And I was pretty young, so it was easier for me to, leave everything behind. But it was pretty hard for my mom and my dad to leave everything behind. They lived there for like what, 50 years, or I mean 40 years. And then so I remember when we first left Kabul, we went to India, because it's like we had to land there first. We stayed there for like 7 hours in the airport, and then from there to Paris, I believe, and then from Paris we came to America. There were delays. When we first came to America, we had to sit in the airport for 2 hours because they were doing all sorts of background check, and I was kind of anxious back then, but everything worked out. We landed in Minnesota. That was the first time I saw my grandma. Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw her, I thought she was a whole new person. She just, because I was so young, I forgot about her. So when I saw her, she started crying. She hugged us really hard, and yeah, I started crying too. But really, I was happy. I saw my mom after 3 years. It was really hard, because when we first came to America, my dad couldn't come with us. He had to stay back for 1 year, so it was really hard, not having my dad with us. I know I was gonna have a better life in America than I did in Afghanistan. The first week, it was kind of lonely, you don't see too many people in the streets. But in Afghanistan, if you go out, you see everybody. So that was a big change, It wasn't normal for me to not hear sound or not hear people or see people. So it was a big adjustment that I had to get used to. I remember in one year we had to move like 5 times, that was pretty difficult. Well, not on me because I was still young, but on my mom, that was pretty difficult. I feel like I'm an American now. I lived here for so long that I don't even think about Afghanistan. I still follow the rules because my parents, they still follow the Afghan rules, but we don't really celebrate any holidays or anything. We just have different lives. So maybe like more of an American lifestyle we live now than we did back in Afghanistan. You have more freedom here. At one point, I wanted to be a lawyer. At one point, I wanted to be a wrestler, but now I want to be a pilot. Yeah, I'm hoping that works out.